Hi everybody, it's Usernamekate and welcome back to my channel. Today I have actually managed to get my mitts on a sexy red thing. Now, I've never ridden the Streetfighter V2 or any of the Street Fights for that matter on the road. So I can't wait to take this out and see if it rides as aggressively as it looks. Now, believe it or not, the Streetfighter V2 is actually the baby Street Fighter of the range, even though it produces 153 brake horsepower. So we're going to take it out, give it a spin and see what we think. See you guys after the intro. Before we get into it, let's take a quick look around the Ducati Streetfighter V2. It's available in Ducati Red, as you see here, but also Storm Green for an extra £300, and to be quite honest, I love this colour. The engine produces 153 brake horsepower at 10,750 RPM, and it produces 101.4 Nm of torque at 9,000 RPM. This bike comes with loads of features as standard, including a quick shifter up and down, riding modes, power modes, Ducati traction control Evo 2, Ducati wheelie control Evo, engine braking control Evo, LED lights all round, a Sachs steering dampener and self-cancelling indicators. If we take a look at the hardware on the front, we have 43mm fully adjustable Showa big piston forks, and on the rear we have a fully adjustable Sachs unit. If we look at the front, we have two 320mm semi-floating discs, and on those we have two radially mounted Brembo monoblock M4.32 4-piston calipers, and on the rear we have a 245mm disc with a 2-piston caliper. The bike also has Bosch cornering ABS Evo. A few extra stats from this bike: we have a seat height of 845mm, a wet weight of 193 kilograms and a tank capacity of 17 litres. The bike has a 2-year warranty, service intervals every 7,500 miles and a valve clearance service every 15,000 miles. Right, let's get to riding it. Right guys, we're off and away. We're off and away. So yeah, first time on a Streetfighter V2 on the road. And we're heading to Diddley Squat Farm. Whoa! Unreal! This thing is fast! Yeah, girls! So I'm reviewing the Streetfighter today, and I'm going to be accompanied by the lovely Lily, who's on the new Hyper Motard. We've got Lucia on the new Desert X Rally, I want to say. We good, we good? Do you guys have directions or not? You do? Cool. Oh well, we might have an added bonus in this review of having these two fine ladies in front. Oh, maybe not. She just waved me forward. We got Lily in front. So, yeah. Streetfighter V2. £16,395. It does come with a Ducati price tag, but it also comes with Ducati standard equipment. Now this is a focused feeling naked bike, so focused, and I guess with 153 brake horsepower you can compare it almost to the likes of the MT10 and the Suzuki GSX 1000S and stuff like that, because the Streetfighter V4s 200 horsepower. You could even compare this with BMW's S1000R. Oh, we've got a nice little bit of water to go through here, not too bad. But yeah, we've got a steering damper with this, we've got a 4.3-inch TFT, and at its heart, of course, we've got that 955 90-degree V-twin quadro. The suspension on this, fully adjustable, up front and at the rear. Talking about brakes. Brakes are some of the best quality Brembo monoblock calipers that are on the market, and let me tell you, the brakes on this are keen as mustard. They are keen. Oh, you want to stop? Okay, I got you. Wild. But we are around the Cotswolds today, and the weather has not been favourable, as you can see with that massive puddle we've just gone through. Thinking back to the first Ducati track day I ever did, I actually did take this bike on track, and it's an absolute weapon. But I mean, at the minute we have it in road mode, so I think when we get back from Diddley Squat Farm, or when we're on the way back, I'll put it in sport mode, just crisp things up a little bit. But yeah, riding position is quite nice actually. It's just typical naked bike style. We've got a beautiful single-sided swing arm on this, and oh, does she look pretty. We've got a blipper, so that just blipped nicely down the box there, which is quite nice. Oh, the power is right there. Got a car coming up to this junction, start weaving, making us known. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it sounds nice. But V-twins always sound nice, don't they? Oh yes. So we're coming into a 30 now, so this is the perfect opportunity to see what its town mannerisms are like. What are its town mannerisms like? Well, we're in third gear now, we're doing 29 miles an hour. It's not struggling at all, just riding along, and it's happy enough. We put it in fourth. It starts to rattle a bit more, like it's not in its optimum gear. So we'll blip it down to third. Let's have a sniff, see what's going on. Put it into fourth. Oh, it's got a nice sound when you shut off the throttle. It's got a nice deceleration note. Oh, blip down. That shifter's pretty smooth for a V-twin and for an Italian. I think Italian being the key thing there. We've got some uber grippy rubber. Got some Pirellis on this. Oh, it sounds quite menacing actually. I can only imagine what it's like with a Termignoni. Now, I've always said Termagoni, right? But I have a friend called Charlie Fox who used to sell Ducatis. An incredible saleswoman. But she actually speaks fluent Italian. So she was teaching me things like it's not Marchesini, which is what I say, it's like Marchesini. Or Termignoni. She said it's like lasagna. Somehow. Oh, I love the thatched roofs, love them. And I love the ivy on the house. And I love the blossom. Oh, it makes me feel fancy. Right, so we're going to drop it down to third while we've got a national coming up. Let's go. Nice acceleration there. I'm pretty sure I have done a video with this bike on track, so if you want to see, you know, how it performs when you can actually open it up and not go to jail, then those videos are probably a better shout. But if you're riding within the realms of the law on the road, it's actually quite deceptively comfortable. It's surprisingly comfortable. I was expecting it to be, because of how aggressive it looks, to ride a lot more aggressively in terms of ergonomics. but I don't feel, you know, folded over. I think the bars aren't as flat and as low as I was expecting, but I do feel like the hardware on this bike makes it a very aggressive bike. Like, straight out of the box from jumping on this, of course you've got all kinds of adjustability with the fully adjustable front and rear suspension, but just to jump on it, the suspension is mega firm. When I sit on the bike, there is no sag at my weight, and I am creeping up to 10 stone because I've been a bit of a parker recently. So yeah, there's just no sag. And the brakes are insane. I'll show you in a minute. I'll purposely slam on. Purposely. Mega sharp. Let's go, baby. Sorry, Lily, I thought you were going to go around. I was ready. Yeah, the brakes are mad keen. Immediate directional changes, whether that's counter steering or weighting the peg slightly. Like, weighting the pegs, it just dips. Counter steering is effortless. Yeah, it's quite an agile thing for sure. You know, it's a V-twin and it feels like a V-twin. We've got awesome engine braking. If I just shut off, it does, you know, quite immediately begin to slow you down. So the brakes on this are so good. Incredible for road and track, absolutely. And then suspension that's shower at the front, we've got stacks at the rear, fully dialable. Dialable, is that a word? I've got a feeling we'll have a nice overtake coming up soon. Yeah, boy. Plenty overtaking power, and that's not even scratching the surface with this thing, but of course you've got to ride legally on the roads. So if this rides like this, Lord knows, I can't imagine what the V4s is going to ride like. It's going to be wild. Mama's flashing us, I think, for this water. Woohoo! So one thing I am noticing so far is I am feeling a bit of heat from the left side. It's heat that I can live with on a day like this. I feel like if you were to maybe take this out in the height of summer, if you're a gent, you might find yourself with some roasted chestnuts. Not very in season, is it? It's more of a Christmas thing, but that's what you'll probably end up with. Yeah, suspension is definitely on the firm side out of the box, for my weight specifically. But suspension is such a subjective thing, so I guess one of the things that matters is what kind of adjustability you do have, and it is full adjustments with this bike. Yeah, the TFT dash, what you can see of it with my paraphernalia in the way, it's not an unpleasant dash. Everything seems to be quite visible on there. We've got our miles an hour nice and big, we've got a gear indicator which is central to the revs. So yeah, no complaints aesthetically. Everything that I need is kind of pretty clear. So yeah, that's nice. Yeah, the V2 is a bit of a strange one because it's not in the, you don't, even though it's like Ducati's kind of lowest power street fighter naked bike, it's not as lower powered as some of the other street fighters in other manufacturers' ranges, so you can't compare it with the street triple, but you also can't compare it too closely with the speed triple either, because we've got 120 odd horsepower and almost 90 horsepower on that. You can't really compare it with the 990, because again we've got more horsepower with this one, but you also can't compare it with the Super Duke. So it's kind of like a bike that it's got its own, it's in its own lane, it's doing its own thing. But like I say, the closest thing it's going to probably compete with are the 1000s. And I guess it makes sense, because it is almost, it's 45cc shy of being 1000cc. But it's just mad that this is their lowest power offering of that Street Fighter. I mean, of course you've got the Monster, yeah, which you'd compare that more with like the 990 and the Street Triple and stuff like that. Second, oh nice. Well, this road surface is looking less than ideal for these kind of tyres. I think Lily and Lucia are better suited to these. Oh, we're here, brethren. Oh, we just love a lot of sloppy mud, don't we? We could just dump it somewhere, I guess. Oh, for a picture. Oh, we need a picture outside there. Off we pop. Off we trot from diddly squat. It's not the best with all this mud. Woo! Let's go, baby. Oh, I never put it in the thingy mode. Yes, sport mode. Okay, okay. I feel like we're definitely a bit more gagging for it in sport mode, in terms of wanting to go at this speed. It just feels like it breathes a bit better in sport mode. Please don't pull out on us. Please don't pull out on us. Thank you for good, sir. We've got a panic breaker in front. Again. What the heck are you braking for? What are you doing? Just keep going, it's a national. Why are we doing 40 with you on your brakes constantly? It's wild. Especially because we can't freaking overtake you. Oh, be patient, Kate. Be patient, young Padawan. Have a little snifferoo. Some of the weirdest driving behaviours. Oh yeah, it just feels great. It feels lovely in this mode. I feel like I'd just ride it in sport mode all the time, to be honest. I only had it in road mode just to see what it was like. And you can change the mode on the fly, but you do have to close the throttle. Oh, yum. But no, I suppose it just depends, you know, what you like. I mean, when I used to sell Ducatis back in the day, you understand that, like Harley Davidsons, like BMW, Ducati is a brand that has a lot of die-hard Ducatistas. I think that's how you say it. And oh, what I was going to say doesn't really make sense. You cut them in half and they bleed red. Well, yeah, state the obvious, but you know what I'm saying. Like, they love Ducatis. And for people that are loyal to the brand, this is a fantastic, fun, naked hooligan bike, to be honest. Well everybody, sorry if I look a bit windswept and interesting. It is rather breezy here today and we have been battling that wind somewhat rotten. But I am back in from the road ride on Ducati's Streetfighter V2, and what a cracking bike. Honestly, the answer is yes, it is as aggressive as it looks. Just in terms of all the hardware it comes with, it's so sporty. Like, it's a seriously sporty naked bike. Everything feels so focused, so dialed in, even just straight out the box. We've got all the adjustability at the front, yet it feels so firm, so sporty, so racy. And it doesn't ever feel like it's all getting a bit out of control, certainly on the roads that we were doing out there, because the conditions are pretty dreadful, as you can see. But no, absolutely love my first ride impression on this. It is exactly what I thought of it. It's quite tall for me, I'm quite short in the limb, but it's okay, it's manageable. But when I sit on it, it doesn't sag much at all. The main categories of bikes that I personally love on the road are adventure bikes and aggressive naked bikes, and this just fits the bill. It's awesome, it's such a fun ride. Well, I might have to see if I can get one of these to do a bit more of a long-term review, hopefully, if Ducati would be ever so kind. I would actually really like that. But yeah, what do you guys think about this bike? Have you ridden it? Who do you think it competes with? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Right guys, until next time, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you on the next vlog. Bye! Riding this around today has been no stress on the body. I've actually really enjoyed it. The hair is going freaking mental. Right guys, I'm going to wrap it up because I think if I don't get blown away, my hair's going to just completely cover my face.